All right, welcome to Black Men's Brunch 2. My name is Beloved. I'm the host of the show. Also, our producer that is producing the show for us is the Lobby Studios BK, so always make sure to support them and check out anything we have going on. With us today, I have sitting with me Syriac, Joseph, and Erwin, and I'm going to pass to these brothers so they can introduce themselves.
How are you? I'm Syriac St. Ville. I'm a civil servant, small business owner, vice president of 500 Men Making a Difference. The stage of fatherhood I'm in is I have a 9-year-old daughter, a 25 and 27-year-old stepdaughters that are like my daughters, not even like that, are my daughters. And married man, about 12 years married, 14 years with my wife. It's a beautiful journey and we're keeping it strong.
Peace world. My name is Joseph Counts, 47-year-old single dad, father of 2. I have a 5-year-old son, Sladeen, and 9-year-old daughter, Sonia. Real estate agent by trade, father, full-time, always, and love to share my story and pass it on to my brother Erwin.
Amazing. My name is Erwin Caesar. I'm the owner of this amazing establishment, 333 Lounge, and I don't really want to talk about too much about what I do. I'm so excited about talking about fatherhood. And I am a co-parenting dad. I have 2 amazing kids, one 13 and a big gap, 27. And, just super excited to be a dad. And I'm just so even more excited to sit here with these amazing young men.
Thank you. And to that, cheers. Thank you for having us, too. Shout out to 333, Lobby Studios BK,
Yes,
Black
sir.
Men's Brunch 2. So, before I get into the first topic, main question I have, I would like to know the difference between a co-parenting and a single parent. Because I feel like me personally, I've just started hearing like co-parenting maybe like as of a few years ago as a label, a few years ago, but what's the difference between the two?
So co-parenting, I guess we both can speak to that. Are you a co-parenting dad? I think
At the moment, full-time single dad.
single dad. Wow. So I'm the co-parenting dad, so I can take that question. You know what? I can say uniquely for a co-parenting dad is again my experience has been, as a father, I set out to be a father. I always wanted to be a dad. My parents are still together. They've been married over 52 years. So
Shout out to them.
Yes, applause to them. So that example has been modeled, and never in my wildest dreams I thought I would be a divorcee, right? But it is what it is. But that mindset of family and togetherness never left, although I'm divorced. So the understanding that I had with my ex-wife was like, listen, our issues should never trickle down to the kids. So let's stay civil, let's stay cordial, and make the kids the priority. And I think in years of doing that, we've also developed some boundaries with ourselves. And it's just created a really good situation where the kids are seeing 2 adults that are working together on their behalf. So I would say co-parenting with boundaries and setting right expectations and following through on those, I think, could lead to a really good situation.
Right. Okay. I like that too. And very important on following through with them too.
Yeah.
Otherwise the boundaries don't
You
even
can
mean
set
anything.
it, but yeah,
right. Exactly. Okay. And then Joseph, for you, what's like the
Life as a single dad is, to say it's consuming. It's fulfilling also. I'm not going to be honest with you guys. But every day and every moment of your life, you are maintaining a home. You're maintaining the responsibility for your children, and then you're also trying to maintain yourself. And within our culture, I think we've kind of just turned a blind eye to the single mom. The single mom that's held down so many households, and had to be the father and the mother at times. We understand that it's almost impossible to be a father and mother because there's certain elements you have to bring to the table. What I'm learning is being a father, you have to be a disciplinarian, but you also have to be understanding. You have to bring a lot to the table that I wasn't coached at all to do. So I'm learning on the fly. It's been 2 years. I have a 9 and a 5-year-old, so it's been June 15th. Actually, it'll be 2 years me being a full-time single dad. I've learned so much. I've learned the word and the meaning of sacrifice. But at the same time, I've never held a bitter end on my side and any resentment to their mother. So it's only phone calls now, FaceTime, and I allow that. Of course, and I don't want to make it seem like I allow that, because I do get that sometimes. People will try to make you hate the other partner. People around you, like, hey, how could she do whatever, whatever the case may be. And I was like, it's so essential to have these two pieces working together. Like you said, having those boundaries. I have to set boundaries for myself and say, look, don't ever disrespect their mother in front of them. Don't ever let my son see a woman being disrespected. So, making sure that the mother has her part in keeping that as much as possible, because I can only play. I'm only one piece to it. She has to fulfill just that part of making sure she stays in contact with them, and me making sure that that communication is open at all times, and also having a daughter and raising her. I have to bring a lot into a lot of understanding, a lot of patience. Every minute, second of my day is consumed by the children, or whatever else I have to do, work, personal life. I don't have much of a personal life anymore. It's difficult, but I'm adjusting. So, like I said, I'm 2 years in now, and now I'm understanding how to be a single dad, and I'm learning trial by fire. It's been an amazing experience, because again, you learn sacrifice, you learn selflessness. I can't speak to someone that's a selfish person. I just can't. I have to be around selfless people. So, long story long, it is quite a journey, but I'm enjoying every single moment of it. I'm bonding with my children even more. It's an amazing journey.
I just want to take a second and commend you. I'm sure we've all heard of single dads, but listening to you right now is driving it all the way home, and the different layers of it, and the commitment and dedication. And while doing this, you're still the provider. And I particularly respect the fact that you acknowledge the women that are doing this every single day. Right? So we are certainly in the minority, and I think that's a clear thing, but it just gives you an example of what single moms are going through, right? And I commend you, and it seems to me that you've been very thoughtful and deliberate in how you're executing being a single dad. And I commend you, brother. Congrats.
Big time.
Absolutely. Took the words right out of my mouth. That's exactly what I was going to say too, because you don't hear that perspective. You really don't. But thank you for sharing that. Thank you. And I'm glad we're going to delve more deep into that too. But Syriac, so a married man, right? A lot of men kind of hear, sometimes the question is, once you hear about your brother getting married, it's like, oh, your life is done, the freedom is done, the fun is done. So what is your perspective of being a married man?
I have to commend you as well. And speaking to different...
the man's smiling, he's good. He's smiling the whole time. When the camera's on. That's a happy married man.
Yeah, thank God. I gotta really thank God. It's just whenever I hear anyone in either a co-parenting role or a single parent, I become more appreciative of my relationship and what we have at our home. And speaking to Mayor Adams sometimes and some initiatives we do, and just hearing them talk in public, and they'll say, is your job as mayor hard? And he said, being a single parent with 2 jobs is hard. Doing certain things, those are lightweight things in comparison. So whenever I think about what me and my wife go through with balancing, being able to take care of our children and then still take care of ourselves and take care of our spaces and keeping a good, sane mind state, it's a challenge. So whenever I think of that, and I'm thinking, imagine doing this on your own, being able to keep up with the bills, being able to make sure you're a happy person. Make sure to keep the person that's in your life happy as well. It's a challenge. So now, and then there's times where, say if I'm out, I work pretty long hours, and I may come home late one day at 9 p.m. and I come home the next day at 8 p.m. And my daughter might have fell asleep early one day, or I might not have been able to engage with her. The third day, she's like, "Where were you? Where you been?" And I'm home. She'll see me regularly. So I can only imagine not being in the household, how it is to nurture that same relationship and keep that warmth and straight connection with them.
Yeah.
Because all my life I've had something where I was in continuous connection with my mom and dad. I lived in the house with my mom and dad. Now my children live in the household with their mom and dad. And to think of anyone needing to maintain that individually, just not only just keeping up with the bills, but keeping up with what they're doing in school, you know, when they have different events in their life, whether it's graduations, events, you know, anything that comes up that's important to them. Just knowing that you can reach out and touch your mom and dad in the morning, at nighttime, whatever it is, and then the mom and dad can bounce these things off of each other. It's huge to be able to have all that weight on yourself, or to either have to manage a relationship where you're co-parenting and be able to do this together. It's a challenge. I commend both you gentlemen for being able to do it. As a married man, I don't have much downtime. I think my downtime is really in the bathroom when I'm getting myself together, or when my wife falls asleep, when the kids is asleep, say 10 o'clock at night. Maybe I might be able to put on the news, you know, relax a little bit, or when everyone's out the house. And my wife will think I'm going crazy. I just want to lay in the bed by myself and just have the peaceful, quiet time. But in exchange for that, I really don't think I need any other downtime. It's what my life is. The other day, I couldn't really get up and move around as much. I had something like a pinched nerve or something like that. And the only thing I could think of is, how am I going to defend the house? And there was a big rain the other day, and I'm like, what happens if there's a leak and I got to go do this? And I'm like, I got to get up. You know, this family needs me. There is no being off. It consumes me. It also gives me my greatest satisfaction in life, knowing that I have this family that counts on me and I can come through for them. The other day I was in my backyard and growing some tomatoes. I was able to call my daughters out, come look at the tomatoes. And I'm happy that the backyard is something that the whole family can enjoy. And I'm thinking, Jesus is beautiful. Like, you know, without a family, how can I really enjoy these things? Yeah, I don't see being able to enjoy it without it. So I've been able to really enjoy this journey. It's not easy. Mm-hmm. It's nothing but compromise. If you don't compromise, it just doesn't work. It's being able to understand the other person. And a quote I heard, and I want to take it as mine now, is I think you need to be irrationally passionate about your spouse and your family. Because when you're irrationally passionate about them, they feel it. You don't got to tell them nothing. They know that you go hard for them every single day, every moment you can. And you're going to give yourself that much. That's what I consider being irrationally passionate.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm going to take that too. I'm going to hold on to that one. Be irrationally passionate about your partner. I love that. And